Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the newest release from Holo Taco. There are 3 polishes here. They're all magnetics. One is Christine's 2023 birthday polish, and the other 2 are to represent her kitties. There is also a new nail oil pen that just launched, so I have everything to talk about. I will link the Holo Taco website down below where you guys can check these out. 3 polishes all together, and I will get into the swatches. So starting with the nail oil pen, it's a refillable design, which is not something that I've seen before, so you can purchase refills for this. The oil inside is 100% jojoba oil with no fragrance. So to set this up, you pop the cap off the cartridge, slide it into the oil pen, and then twist to lock it. You will see the footage here is a bit cut up because I fumbled with this a little bit. I thought I had it locked and loaded and ready to go, and I was pumping it and pumping it and pumping it, and nothing was coming out. So once I revisited the pen, I was able to push it down and twist it a little more. So I didn't quite have it lined up properly the first time. I was also expecting this to need primed quite a bit, like a twist up nail pen would. So I was like really going to town pumping the end of it, and it dripped right out of the end of the pen because it did not take too many clicks before it started to feed into the brush. And that little push button in the back does twist to lock, so it doesn't accidentally get depressed when it's in your purse or in your pocket or when you're recapping the pen, which is a mistake I made before I realized that it locked. So the first polish is called Zyler Cat Eye, and this is described as a dapper metallic copper magnetic. This was very opaque, a little bit thick, not too thick, but it was noticeable compared to the other 2 polishes. Consider just doing 1 coat here because when you're doing your whole hand, magnetizing each nail individually and each coat on each nail gets very time consuming. This is opaque enough that if you really wanted to get away with 1 coat, I think you could, but I did 2 anyway. This set really quickly. There was a point where I was trying to do this without the magnet under my finger, and I flooded my cuticle a little bit. I tried to get the brush to clean it up really quick and then put the magnet over my finger, and the magnet did practically nothing because even though the polish wasn't dry, the magnetic particles were set and they weren't moving. I also added some drying drops while this was on the magnet and then waited just a couple extra seconds to really set that magnetic line in place so it didn't disperse after I removed the magnet. So that is 2 coats of Zyler Cat Eye. The next polish is called Menchie Cat Eye, and this is described as a metallic sage green magnetic. Another great formula here, a little bit thinner than the last polish and a little bit more sheer as well. Still a nice strong magnetic effect though. Even though this was a little sheer on the first coat, it still covered completely for me in 2 coats. Again, I used the drying drops to lock that magnetic effect in. If you try that though, it has to be done on your last coat, which is going to be your top coat because you always should be remagnetizing after top coat. Drying drops are a little bit oily, so you can't paint over them. So this trick can save you some time on your last coat, but it's not going to help on your first and second coat. You're still going to have to hold that magnet there for a while. So that is 2 coats of Menchie Cat Eye. And the last polish is called Cool Cat Mom, and this is described as a shiny blurple with a pink magnetic effect. Great formula, really good coverage. I love the pink magnetic stripe in this one. There is also a fine blue reflective glitter that's in this, which does give it a little bit more texture than the other polishes. There was a noticeable slight sandy texture to this when it was dried, so you will want top coat to smooth that out, and it is going to be a little bit more difficult to remove. Just a little bit. It's not like a full coverage glitter. Drying drops again, because I screwed up my swatches so many times yesterday, I was not going to let it happen again, and obviously this fully covered in 2 coats. So that is 2 coats of Cool Cat Mom. My favorite here is Zyler Cat Eye because I love the coppery orange shade. It's that time of year. I'm in that kind of like fall coppery orange mood, and I have a soft spot for orange kitties. So easy favorite there. So that is everything that's new from Holo Taco right now. Again, I will link the Holo Taco website down below where you guys can check those out. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.